Hello and welcome. It is Thursday, November 5th, and we're taking a break from some other news today to talk about space and astronomy news. November 2nd marked the 20th anniversary of continuous occupation of the International Space Station. The International Space Station is the largest artificial object in space and the third brightest object in the night sky. You can check out NASA's website to see when it's passing overhead because it's definitely visible by eye. Construction began in 1998. The ISS is an international project between the USA, Russia, Japan, Europe, and Canada. So happy anniversary to the ISS. NASA was able to contact the Voyager 2 probe for the first time since March, as the antenna that's used to contact the probe has been down for repairs and maintenance. There's only one antenna in the world that can communicate with Voyager 2. It's part of NASA's Deep Space Network, which they use to communicate with objects all over the solar system, and in the case of Voyager 2, outside the solar system. And the antenna is a large radio antenna that's located in Australia. This was a test transmission. The antenna isn't expected to be back online fully until February of next year. But the test transmission was successful. Voyager 2 responded. While the transmission antenna has been down, we still have been able to receive data from the probe. If you're not familiar with Voyager 2, it was a probe that was launched in 1977 and it has been ongoing since. It left the solar system in 2018, and so it's actually in interstellar space, which is really cool. Fast radio bursts are a really interesting astronomical phenomena that were first detected in 2007. These are basically radio bursts that last only on the order of milliseconds. So they're very short, and they seem to be very, very bright at their source, although all of the ones that we had seen were located in other galaxies, and so by the time they reached us, the signals were very faint. But we knew that their source intensity was very strong. So astronomers weren't quite sure what the source of these fast radio bursts, or FRBs, was, because they had all been detected outside of our own galaxy until this one. So this one was detected in April of this year, and the results were just published in a Nature article yesterday, that we have located a fast radio burst within the Milky Way, which means that we can tell that it's coming from a magnetar. A magnetar is a young neutron star that's very highly magnetized, hence the name magnetar. Magnetars had previously been suspected to possibly be a source of FRBs, but it wasn't confirmed until this detection. So we now know that magnetars are at least one source of FRBs. There could be other ones, and the exact mechanism by which a magnetar produces a fast radio burst is still not known. So this is really exciting news and an active area of research for astronomers. There were no new rocket launches this week. An Atlas V launch that was planned for last night was scrubbed after issues with remote sensing of an oxygen valve. This launch was planned for a recon satellite, and now the new launch date will be no earlier than tomorrow. The Falcon 9 GPS-3 SV-04 launch, which had previously been scheduled in September and then pushed to October, and then was kind of spectacularly scrubbed on October 2nd, only 2 seconds before launch, successfully completed a test fire of its engines on Saturday, October 31st, and is scheduled for launch tonight. So check that out and see if it happened. That aborted October 2nd launch was the reason that the Crew 1 launch got pushed back from its planned October 31st date. However, NASA is still planning for the new November 14th date, even though there have been some other schedule changes with other Falcon 9 launches. We're still targeting the November 14th for Crew 1 to launch to the International Space Station. Well, that's this week's Space and Astronomy news. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next week. Have a good one. Bye.